Hi Leo, and welcome to your short and sweet Zodiac Tarotscope for the month of September. I'm going to keep this the same format as I have for July and August, literally in the way I'm doing the reading with overall energy, ending energy, and then the tarot confirming, clarifying in between, but also with just the one reading per zodiac sign per month. I have a ton of other readings. You can check those out, but that's what I'm going to do for the short and sweet Zodiac Tarotscopes. Remember that you can watch this if you are a Leo sun, moon, rising. If you have your Venus in Leo, you can look at this from a relationship perspective, okay? Platonic through to romantic, all right? But let's get your very first overall energy card. There's a couple that come out there, so I'm going to just get one, Leo. And remember too, this could be an energy that's just within you. This could be a person or a bunch of people bringing it in around you. It could also be a situation or event that brings it in around you, okay? It will resonate differently for different Leos because we all have our own individual stories here. Okay, overall, make a note of it. I feel like there's two things here. One, there's something that you need to be, actually there may even be three, so let me try to get them all out. Leo, there's something that you need to be watching closely, I want to say, that you need to be recording, whether you literally write it or not, it's however, but you need to be jotting it down, literally making a note of it, okay? Because there's something that you may have to come back to down the road, all right? For some of you, this can be about showing gratitude and actually making a note of all of those times that you've been helped by Spirit, God, Source, Universe, or whomever it is, that you have asked for angelic assistance and it's come to you. And I feel that you need to, maybe the message is you need to remember those times because you may need to be asking again. Someone else had a reading similar to this. I think it might have been Gemini. They're waiting for you to ask, okay? So maybe you need to think back and remember, oh, okay, this might not be as bad as it seems right now. If I'm willing to ask for help, I can move myself through this. Or there's something that you just really need to be paying attention to, and along with paying attention to jotting it down, making a note of it, recording it, whatever it is, so that you can come back to it later. But I'm going to get some tarot here and let's see what else we can find out. Number 34 or number 7 could be important to you. Yeah. And it doesn't necessarily, just so you know, they want me to say it's not that it necessarily is going to be a bad thing. It just, I feel that somehow if you're able to go back into your archives, we'll say, into your notes, whatever it is, and look something up, it will somehow be beneficial to you, okay? Queen of Wands. Judgment. And the Death card. Okay. See, the first thing that came in with Judgment, sometimes with the Judgment card, it kind of looks at a time, you know what, it's time to forgive and forget, okay? And not, you know, as it's always said, not because you're doing it for that other person, you're doing it for yourself so you can move forward, okay? Now, that forgiving and forgetting may require therapy. It may require some intensive thought and prayer and whatever else, meditation, guidance, you know, but it's still kind of a, okay, it's time to move on. It's time to have a fresh start. The judgment has been passed. You need to now release it and let it go. And that's what it is here with the Death card, okay? There is something that isn't serving you. You need to put it to death, all right? You need to Let it go, let it die off so that you can bring in what is good for you. Okay? And with this Queen of Wands, I like to quite often think of any of the queens or kings or knights or pages. I like to think of them as kind of energy that you can take on. You need to be determined. You need to be confident about this. You need to be willing to go after it and get it done. Go after whatever it is because it's what you want. Maybe for some of you, even making a note of it, maybe you are a journaler. Maybe you do write things down. And maybe there's something for you to go back and remember here. You know, I've always wanted to do this. This is a passion of mine, because she's very passionate. And you know what? Now might be the time to have that fresh start. Maybe for some of you, whatever it was didn't really take off at the time. Well, maybe it will now. Maybe this is your light bulb moment, okay? So yeah, see, I'm even going back to maybe you've had a light bulb moment and you wrote it down. There may be stuff you have to go back. There's different messages for different people in here. You need to be able to go back and see what it is that you wrote or saved or recorded, whatever it may be. Because this is death. It's death and rebirth. Getting rid of the old, bringing in the new. It's what I talk about in my full moon readings, okay? So there's something here where, you know, the light needs to shine, okay? And it may be on something that you already have thought about. And now's the time that you just get determined and passionate and focused and start going after it. Very interesting here. See, and I said number 34, number 7 could be important. And at that moment, and I didn't, sometimes I just start saying other things. That number 7 is choices. There's somehow you have choices in here. And if we're talking about you and this is something that you're going to be able to take a note of now so that you can reflect back on it later because it will be of benefit to you, it may open up more choices for you if you're able to go back and look at something. Okay, Leo, there's something there, okay? And I feel that there is angelic guidance and help for you. You just need to ask for it. All right? But something needs to go because something new. I feel this judgment, right? Forgive, forget, let it go. It's a fresh start. It's time for you to rise up, okay? Definitely there. So there's a few different little messages in there. You may find one of them or all of them resonate with you. It'll be different, of course, for different Leos, but let's get the overall ending energy. Now this one I say because it has happened just in this way where if you're willing to do this, work through this, etc., this is kind of the outcome. Or it will be the outcome if you don't. I've seen it go both ways, all right? So let's see here. Distant thunder, clear the air. See, right away, I went back to if this is something that you can go back on, it's going to be beneficial to you. It may actually clear something for you, okay? You know, sometimes I'm just thinking like a warranty, for example, on a product, okay? And you went in when you got your new washing machine and you filled out that warranty card and you put your notes on it and you filed it away in your little filing cabinet, and now something's happened. And when you first called, they're refusing the warranty. But you know that you wrote something down. You made note of something. It will clear that and you would get the warranty type of thing. That's the way it's coming into me. Something that could be potentially a pain, I'm going to say, because let's say sometimes thunderstorms are neat, but it's downpouring rain and thunder and lightning and it can be dangerous out there. So something that could be, I don't want to say potentially dangerous, but it's just not going to be fun, all right? It's just not going to be fun to have to be out moving around in. And it's kind of like energy, right? I feel it can be cleared up because of what you have made a note of. But also, if you're willing to do all of this and move forward, Well, that clears away the distant thunder as well. It pushes it into the background because you are moving into things and bringing things in that are only good for you, and a big thunderstorm isn't one of them, or a storm of any type. So it will clear the air, okay? That is your message, Leo. I hope that you enjoyed it. Again, if you're still looking for further advice and guidance, I have more readings out this month, but I also have playlists. I tell people, go in, look for your sun, moon, rising, your Venus. Even if you go in and a thumbnail, like the little picture or the title calls you, even if it's not one of your signs, go in and look at it. There's probably a little nugget for what you're asking. Ask Spirit before you go in, hey, guide me to the answer I'm looking for, or to a good message where I can get some guidance. They'll take you there, okay? Angelic help. So thank you very much, Leo. Take care and good luck with all of this.